Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is TheAlmightyGeoff, and we are here with episode 15, the finale of Until Dawn. In the previous episode, we finished the game with the happiest ending, all 8 friends surviving until dawn. Yeah. And this will be the last episode where we kill everyone off again, starting back from episode 6. There are 3 characters that have a unique death tied to a trophy. And obviously, as you guys know, I already have platinum on this game since I finished it beforehand. But I will be showing you each of those specific deaths and how to kill off everyone else before including up to the finale in episode 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from episode 6 and then show you how to kill everyone off. So yeah, there is only that to it, so it's going to be quite a heavily edited episode, so you're not going to see me play all the way through from episode 6 till 10, because that'll be pointless. But for now, let's fire up straight back into it. So I will see you guys at our first character death. Alright guys, so I mean, it's not been a lot of time since I started up the episode, but our first character death will be Matt. Unfortunate, lovable Matt. If you remember this bit with the deer, there was an opportunity where we could have attacked the deer, but we decided not to in our main playthrough. This time we are going to attack the deer.
Matt, please, you're killing them.
Yeah, they don't like it when you attack a deer.
Matt!
And poor old Matt's going to get backed off a cliff. It's never really great for someone.
Get back!
Right, we can hold on all we want, but we're not going to hold on. And there goes Matt. Poor old Matt. But let me tell you, that is not the most painful way for Matt to go. There are definitely more painful ways. But we're not going to do them. Just going to kill him off as early as we can, which makes it easy for us. First emotion Emily has ever shown for her boyfriend. Oh, and he's been dragged off by what we know now to be the Wendigo.
What did I do? What do I do now?
And that takes in control of Emily, I think. But that's not important to us, so we'll see you guys at the second character death. Alright guys, this is where our second choice comes in. Now this won't lead directly to, well, it will, but not in this particular instance, because obviously if you remember that the gun was in fact a dummy, and not a, well, the bullets were empty. But there is a trophy called Fatal Grudge, which you get for shooting Ashley, rather than yourself, which we did in our guide. And it will lead to a trophy later and a death later, so I just wanted to put this little section here, make sure that you do that. Alright, so that is our second little in-clip, and I'll see you guys at our third one. Alright guys, so we're actually coming up to a point in just a mole where we're going to need something to happen. That actually happened in the original guide, but just to remind you guys, when you are going for killing off the characters and getting all the trophies that go along with it. If you remember in the guide, we got allowed Emily to get bitten. And for that, she needed to stay on the treadmill. Yeah, well, to stay on it, of course. Emily can die before this. She can die in the little section. She can die around here, actually. But for the sake of the trophy, we are going to ignore all these deaths and let her die later on in this episode. You guys will see when. But just in case you didn't see this, obviously you'll remember at this point that when Wendigo bursts through and bites her. Okay, so I'll see you guys a little later when we lose another character. Alright guys, so we're in that little final section with Chris at the moment. Now, we don't want him to actually die just yet, so to fight off the Wendigo as they're coming at to him. But you remember, of course, before when we decided to shoot Ashley with the dummy gun, well, with the gun with the blanks. That's going to come back and bite us in the arse just in this little second, as you will see. So I'm just showing this little sequence, just, you know, to show you that you are still supposed to fight up the Wendigo if you want this particular trophy. So yeah, so we'll just blow it back. So you don't want the Wendigo to be the one to really kill us.
Ash, come on! This thing is right behind me, please! Let me in! Ash! What are you doing?
Yeah. And there goes Chris, unfortunately. One of my favourite characters, but...
Chris! Fuck! What the fuck?
It's too late.
It's gotta go. Like now, okay? Stay with me, Ash. Come on, stay with me.
And there he goes. There's Chris. Alright, very shortly should be our next death, which will be Emily this time. So, just do a quick cut and we'll see you guys once we get there.
Like me?
This is the safe room, Em.
Yeah, we remember this
It's
particular
not safe as long
sequence.
as you're in it. Not for us.
And we were given an option
Don't do that!
I'm really
to whether to blow out Emily's brains or not. And even though we know for a fact that it's the wrong choice.
Holy shit, Mike!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck did I just do?
Oh,
Fuck.
Mike.
Fuck. Okay. It's over.
And that gets you the trophy. I think it's called
You guys are safe.
Exercising Emily.
You guys are safe.
It's somewhere along those lines. But if you let Mike execute Emily in this particular sequence,
I had to do it.
you get that trophy. So that's the best time for Emily to die. Alright guys, so we're at that point in episode 9 now where we decided to investigate the voice just to get the totem, but I advise you guys not to actually open the little latch on the floor for a good reason. And now we are going to find out why. So obviously Ash is the next person on the list to suffer painful death. Although this current Ash, I think, definitely deserves it, being almost the direct cause for 2 of the deaths of Emily and Chris. So yeah. But this unlocks the trophy. You let the wrong one in. So it doesn't matter if you undo the latch or you undo both of which will result in the same outcome. There's Ash. Yep. Yeah, another decapitated head. The Wendigos seem to like decapitating people. I've seemed to have noticed that. The only one who they didn't decapitate, well, obviously Emily and Matt. But you got Chris, the stranger, and Ash, as it seems. So we will see you guys at the next death. Alright guys, this is just a kind of a prelude to the next death, which is coming up very shortly. I mean, you guys probably already know who this is because of the way that I talked about it once we were doing it. You want to make sure definitely that you ignore the way the camera turns and goes to that particular area, which led to the tattered journal, which detailed how Hannah became the Wendigo, which would convince Josh that the Wendigo was actually Hannah, in order for them to recognise each other and then for Hannah to spare Josh. So yeah, just as a prelude before the death, we're going to do actually, you know what, we'll show this little section where obviously it'll show who you've killed so far. Yeah, oh jeez. Many heads over there now. Because in the original playthrough it was just the stranger, but this time, look at all the bodies. You got Matt, you got the stranger, you got Chris down there. And there's Ash's head up there.
I'm gonna be sick.
Don't know where Ash's body is though. Right, that's the end of that little section. Everything will play out now until that particular section again. So we'll quickly do a quick cut here and I'll see you guys at Josh's death. Alright guys, so we are coming up to the unfortunate, cruel, brutal death of poor, misunderstood, haunted Josh.
You're not real! No, you're not!
Yeah, recognised a little bit too late. Oh god, that's always the most painful death for me to watch. It is disgusting. But yeah, it's pretty easy to confirm that Josh is definitely dead. So we've got 3 more people left. We got Jess, well, here is Jess. I might as well show this whole thing because it's going to lead into it pretty quickly. But yeah, so we got Jess, we got Mike, and we got Sam. Everyone else is dead. So yeah, so Jess can actually still die at this point, regardless of, oh well, the fact that she didn't die in episode 5 when being haunted by the Wendigo. Not haunted, you know, dragged around. I think if we go down this way, Jess is going to get a bit of a second beating. And she ain't going to survive the second time, unfortunately. But yeah, one last hoo-ha for our lovely Jess. It should be too long of a section this before we re-encounter the Wendigo. Obviously got longer to travel when we were with Matt, as Matt was further behind in the mine where he landed once he survived. Obviously Matt was our first killed in this playthrough, so Jess is on her own. She still can survive on her own if she wants to, but we ain't gonna let that happen because we're cruel people and we'll do anything for a trophy. Alright, I think this is it now. Yeah, there we go. Now whatever we do not want to hide. Try to run. Because if we hide, that gives us a chance to survive. And we don't want a chance to survive, we want to get killed as quick as possible. Oh. That is pretty disgusting. Not gonna lie. And there goes Jess's jaw. And Jess, for that matter. Alright, we're going to do one more quick cut and we'll see you guys in the final section. Alright guys, and this is the final stand-up. I thought I'll just include the remainder of this because this will see the resulting death of Sam and Mike, who can't actually die until this final section. They'll always get to this final section. Obviously they think someone's still coming, but they've seen that everyone's dead now. There is no one else alive. But yet they still try.
How do you rate your chances of survival?
I'm trying not to think about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No one down left here but these two and the Wendigo, of course.
Uh-oh. Shit. Sam. Run. Run!
Yeah, just follow Mike. Doesn't really matter at this point. We're both gonna die anyway. But yeah, no one left. There's Hannah. Don't move a muscle? Is that what you said, Mike? I think he said move a muscle, guys. No, of course he didn't. But of course, just move. Because we need Sam to die, unfortunately. As horrifying as it is. Mike's not dead yet. He's just knocked out. Mike's going to die a much more painful death. That is Hannah's... sorry, not Hannah's. Sam's second chance at survival, thanks to Mike's interference. But, hey, let's waste our new opportunity given to us It's a little Miss Sam over here. Mike's gonna blow this place to kingdom frickin' come. Oh, look at her nodding. Yep. They're still going at it. Wendigo versus Wendigo action. Hannah still has a vengeance. Oh, Sam, could you be more obvious? There we go. Oh, there she goes. Poor Sam. Lovely Sam. Leaving Mike on his own. And Mike, with no one left and all of his friends dead, is going to take one for the team.
Oh my God!
Oh, never mind. Oh no, he is. Okay, I thought that killed him then. But he's going to take one for the team and blow this place up.
Huh? Huh? How's that for you? Fuck.
Yeah. And there goes Washington Lodge with no survivors. Good to know that we always end this series on an optimistic, always end these choice-based series on a happy note, of course.
I'm seeing something. There is still no sign of any survivors.
Cause there ain't none, ho! Alrighty. So we'll show this like final section, whereas before when they had the interviews with all the survivors, we are instead graced, for the sadistic people out there, of everyone's death replayed in the order of which we killed them. This is Hannah and Beth, obviously the two that are non-determinant. Or it might not necessarily be in order. I think it's, I don't know. It'll just show everyone being killed anyway. But yeah, not very pleasant at all. Ugh. Not pleasant, as they say. We'll just go through all these and then I'll do a sort of ending thing. Oh no, that cannot be good for you, Emily. Unfortunately. Yeah, I don't really give a crap anymore. Just kind of adding humour to everyone being just brutally killed in front of our eyes. It's a shame about Matt. I like Matt. Matt's very underappreciated as a character. And as a person. By his girlfriend. Yeah, because one of the more gruesome ones. It's that pop that really gets me. When the jaw comes, I was like, it sounds like someone, you know, like when you put your finger in your mouth, you just pop like that. Absolutely disgusting. But I'd say Mike is probably my favourite character. I liked him the most. That wasn't even his death either, because he blew the place up, so... Yeah, there's Sam. Shit, bruh. So who's left now? Josh, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. And that's the end of that. Obviously, I've already shown you the credit sequence in episode 14, so if you really are interested in watching that, there you go. Now, I believe it saves the decisions you've made as the nearest ones. Obviously, Mike faced a dilemma. I don't know what that has to do with anything. The result of the case that Sam died in the lodge, Mike died in the lodge, Ashley died in the mine, Emily was shot by Mike, Chris died before making it back to the lodge. So, well. Alright, important discovery. Josh recognised Hannah too late and was killed. Yeah, all that jazz, you know what it's like. Emily was bitten, Mike shot Emily. Point blank. Chris shot Ashley. Ashley didn't speak to Chris as he left. Ashley didn't open the door to let Chris in. Chris was killed. Yeah, so... yeah, just bits and bats really. And that is the final episode of Until Dawn. Let's just quickly go over all the trophies, which I got ages ago, but The ones we would have got today were Symphony of Horror trophies, which is obviously getting the platinum, Fatal Grudge, which is allow Chris to shoot Ashley, and the Exorcism of Emily. Yeah, I was right. Mike shot Emily. Ashley snaps as a direct result of Fatal Grudge. You will always get both of them. So Ashley snaps and let Chris die. I thought I said let Chris in then. Yeah, Ashley snaps and let Chris die is a result of Chris shooting Ashley. As you well, no, you wouldn't have seen, but if you were playing through on your own and opened up your stats, you would have seen Ashley and Chris's relationship drop right down to 0. So yeah, you let the wrong one in. Ashley or Chris open the trapdoor and let the monster in. Yeah, that was with Ashley's death scene. We got this is the end. Nobody survived until dawn. And yeah, that's it. So this is going. The next game we're going to play is the only break for the next while, where it's not going to be a choice-based game, which I decided to make this kind of series, this particular game slot anyway. Sorry. Yeah, this next game was just an exception because I wanted to get it done, but this is the first open slot that I had. A few guys who've been here a while, or you might have gone back and see the series itself. A while ago I played Amnesia The Dark Descent and Amnesia Justine, which was its DLC counterpart, and that was a pretty interesting series. I mean, I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. I didn't think I would, but I did. And so, following this game, I will be playing Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, which is the sequel and this second game in the Amnesia franchise, and there hasn't been any since, which is a shame. I hope they do maybe release another one day, but if they don't, that's what it is. I'm going to be playing that through completely blind. All I'm going to have is notes on where all the notes and diary entries are, just to make it still completionist, but still blind, so I don't know when the monster's going to come in, what to do in certain circumstances, you know. So that should be fun. So if you guys enjoyed that series, or you enjoyed my reaction to a very few of the jump scares in this, because obviously I knew where most of them were, unfortunately. But yeah, if you want to see me crap my pants for a second time, you'll be looking forward to the next series that's going to take place from this one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video, and I'll see you guys in episode 1 of Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. Bye.